Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, the Vikings defeated the Packers 27-25. Sam Darnold had a career day, 377 yards. Vikings give themselves a chance to secure the number 1 seed. All they have to do is beat the Detroit Lions next week. They've won their past 9 games in a row. Their only losses this season, 2-point at home to the Lions and a 10-point loss on the road at Los Angeles. No, was that game? They lost to the Rams. I don't know if it was in Los Angeles. But Sam Darnold was sensational today again. 33 of 43, 377, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 1 time. They didn't run the ball really well, so they basically had to put the ball in his hands and say, bro, you got to deliver us. And he absolutely did that. Justin Jefferson was 8 for 92. Naylor was 5 for 81 on the touchdown. Addison was 6 for 69 on the touchdown. Cam Akers caught a touchdown. But the Minnesota Vikings, think about it. You got Minnesota at 14-2. What comes at 14 is what, 13-2? 13-2. Detroit, they play tomorrow night, Ocho. They got the 49ers on the road tomorrow night.
49ers.
So you might, for all the marbles, you might have a 14-2 Minnesota taking on a 14-2 Detroit.
Detroit Lions.
With all the marbles on the table.
Everything on the table. That's gonna be a really good game. That's gonna be a really good game. And outside of that game, obviously that we get next week. This Vikings Packers game was really good.
Oh yeah, and the NFL. Ocho, not to cut you off. The NFL released the schedule. Cincinnati and the Steelers are Saturday night. Detroit and Minnesota is Sunday night. So primetime action with a lot riding on it. That's what you want to have happen. The NFL did one of the best things they've done with the scheduling. So, look, Buffalo might probably not go play anybody. Ocho, they've secured the number 2 seed. Kansas City's made it abundantly clear they're not playing anybody. They're the number 1 seed. So they're going to make sure their guys are healthy. So guess what? You don't play this week. We got a bye week. So you give a guy like a Chris Jones. You get guys that have some bumps and bruises. Now you give Patrick Mahomes 2 weeks to get that ankle as healthy as it's going to be. You get Hollywood Brown an opportunity to get some more running and get that shoulder. Yeah. So, but this was really good. Minnesota looked good. There could be a scenario. Who Green Bay played? Green Bay played Chicago, right? Last game of the season, because everybody played division games. Last game of the season. Yes, at home. So think about it. Green Bay could be 12-5. Minnesota could be 14-3 or 15-2. Detroit could be 14-3, 15-2. And they're all in the same division.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy how the NFC dominated the way it did and looked the way it did this goddamn season. They've been playing some goddamn good football. That goddamn Sam Darnold, boy.
He playing.
Hey, Sam Darnold was cooking today. You hear me, Unc? Now, you're not listening to me. Sam Darnold was cooking today. Remember when Oprah was giving out cars? On that one show, you get a car, you get a car. Man, Sam Darnold told the receivers, Addison, Naylor, and goddamn Jefferson, you get a ball, you get a ball.
Let me get some of that too now.
Man, Hawkinson, listen, they weren't able to, listen, the goddamn Packers did a good job stopping the run. They did a good job stopping the run. And goddamn, I'm about to forget his name. Damn, Sam Darnold had to put the team on his back and he did just that. He did just that. So listen, I'm excited for him. I don't know what it's going to be like when they play them goddamn Lions, because the Lions are depleted when it comes to from a defensive side of the ball. Hell, they might put up motherfucking 50 points apiece. They might put up 50 points apiece. I'm so excited right now. I'm talking so goddamn fast. I can't even get out what I really want to goddamn say. You heard what Jaire Alexander said after the game?
No, what did he
say? Jaire Alexander told reporters post-game that if he played against the Packers, if he played the Packers, they would have beaten the Vikings if he had played in the game.
Let's see. The Packers will finish with a losing record in the division. The only NFC North win came against Chicago. Okay, the Packers are combined 0-5 against the top 3 teams in the NFC: the Eagles, the Lions, and the Vikings. Hell, look at those records.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles have lost only 3 games, so they're 13-3.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The Lions have lost only 2 games. Minnesota's lost only 2 games.
Sir.
So it ain't no shame in losing them.
Right.
Jaire Alexander told the Post after the game had he played against Green Bay, would have beaten the Vikings. Yeah, Minnesota's extremely lucky. I was injured, man. If I'm playing, we beat them by 2 scores. And I'm not hit, and I'm hitting the gritty twice at minimum. Lucky, that's all.
Listen, I like his confidence. I really like his confidence. Listen, Jaire is one of the better corners in the league who hasn't really been able to be out there due to injury. I think it's something wrong with his knee. Anytime him and Justin Jefferson do match up, it's always a show. Sometimes he loses, sometimes he wins. But the fact that he goes out there and competes against one of the better receivers in the NFL is a really, really good thing. And it's always entertaining and it's always fun. Never malicious. It's never malicious. It's not like when you get a Lattimore and Mike Evans. And just 2 fellas out there that respect each other and they're going to go to work. And I like what he's saying, but I don't think even if
I don't think they beat him by 2 scores. You only lost by 2 points, but you can only guard 1 guy. So if you take Jetta, who's going to deal with Addison?
Right. And obviously the people that had to deal with Addison had to deal with Naylor. I mean, they couldn't stop him either. So either way it go, you can only do so much as one player. But I love his confidence. He's always been that way, and he's always been very brash and had that bravado and moxie. I like that word, moxie. I use it every chance I get.
Justin Jefferson.
My bad. You heard me? I just saw what you sent me. My bad. I'm too excited. That's what happens when I get excited. My bad, baby.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson put his jewels with the other family jewels. Justin Jefferson shoved his $1 million chain into his crotch after the chain fell off in the middle of a play.
I like that.
Hey, Ocho, man, look here. I know I like having a little jury, but I don't know. I draw the line. I mean, I don't know about no $1 million.
Nah, listen. Did he say it was $1 million, or did we just put a price point on what it is?
Twitter put a. I mean, looking at the jury that he wears, he probably got somewhere between 150 and $250,000 on though.
Yeah. But I mean, $1 million is a
and
bit
plus
much.
He got what he got in his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Jetta got style. Jetta got style. That's the way he played. He always got them diamonds in his mouth. Chase with the diamond grill as well.
Lamar got one too.
LSU. Oh yeah, Lamar.
But Florida started the grill. Florida used to have all the gold grill. Florida was all
the mouth of the gold. Yeah, way back. Yeah, I remember them days, man. You remember I had a mouthful too, huh? Yeah, man.
But it was a very good game. The guys, like you said, the guys are stylish out there. I mean, it's hard to find somebody playing a skill position that don't have on jewelry.
Right.
I mean, they got. I mean, some guys have on bracelets. Bracelets. Some guys have on chains. Yeah. Obviously, you mentioned Ocho. You mentioned the grills, but that's where we're headed now. I remember when I first. And a lot of the guys that are married having the rubber, the wedding bands on. Like, bro.
Yeah, the rubber ones. Yeah.
I guess y'all want everybody to know y'all married. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I mean, this is what you expect. 2 division rivals, Ocho. They're very close. I mean, one was 11-4 heading into the game. The other was 13-2 heading into the game. So you expected a close. I mean, look, it got close, but the score says 27-25. But Minnesota got the ball. It was I thought Minnesota, once they got control, once he got cooking, half that second quarter and into the third, just goes to show you. Carolina had Sam Darnold and they had Baker Mayfield. I don't know if y'all know, but Baker Mayfield got like 4 or 5 games where he's thrown 4 touchdowns this year. Now, he threw 5 today with over 300 yards.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold threw 3 today. He's thrown 35 touchdowns, which is the third most for a Viking. Mm-hmm. So I don't. So clearly these guys can play given the right sort of circumstances. Now look, they were devoid of talent. They didn't have this level of talent in Carolina. So you have to look, I'm not saying that it's all Carolina fault, but Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, you look at what they got in Tampa now, even though Chris Godwin is going down, they still have quality receivers and they have a nice running game. You look at obviously look at what Sam Darnold's throwing to. He got Aaron Jones in his backfield. He got Hawkinson, who's been a Pro Bowl player. He's got Jetta. He's got Addison. He's got Naylor. I mean, look, he's got guys that he can throw the ball to. But it just goes to show you, I don't care. Without talent around you, now you got some guys now, guys like a Mahomes or guys like some guys can elevate like Brady. They used to elevate. Not if you're in the league, you're good, but everybody is not going to be a Jetta. Everybody's not going to be Randy Moss, T.O., and so forth and so on. But what a great quarterback like a Mahomes, he can elevate those guys' play. When you're not that level of player, you need guys to elevate your play. And that's what the great skill position players around you are able to do. Baker Mayfield has been better since he got to Tampa than even when he was in Cleveland because he got more talent around him. Sam Darnold was never going to be this good in the Jets and at Carolina because he didn't have this level of talent around him. And so if you go out and sign a Sam Darnold, look at what you have. Do you have the roster that's equipped to help continue to elevate him? Because if you don't, he's not Mahomes, he's not Burrow, he's not Lamar, he's not Josh Allen. That's not what he is. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you because he's having an outstanding year. I'll give credit what credit's due. But I don't look at him as a guy that's a multiplier. That no matter who you put out there, Ocho, he's going to make him times two. That's not what, that's Lamar. That's reserved for the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the league. That's not for him.
And you know what I call those? I call those tier 1 quarterbacks. Tier 1 quarterbacks are your elites that regardless of what you put around them, they always gonna get the job done. They always get the job done. Then you have your tier 2 quarterbacks. Your tier 2 quarterbacks, sometimes they need a little help. Now they're good, but they're not great. Now you put some good receivers around them, like the Buccaneers. You got your Mike Evans.
But they can have a game where they can have a game or two where they are great. But more times than not, you need to have that hedge around them to support them.
Around them, and you get what you get.
Yep.